이스라엘에서 예수를 믿는 형제로서 이스라엘의 여러 가지 상황과 또 예수를 믿는 사람들의 상황들을 유튜브 영상으로 제작해서 전 세계 많은 사람들에게 소개하는 우리 귀한 예수 믿는 청년이 있습니다. 바로 하나냐 나프탈리라고 하는 청년인데요. 이 청년이 만든 유튜브 영상이 전 세계로 그리고 또 우리 한국에서도 브레드 TV를 통해서 소개를 한 바가 있습니다. 저는 오늘 그 청년을 만나기 위해서 이스라엘 텔아비브에 왔고요. 젊은 청년을 만나는 그 기분답게 또 텔아비브의 한 카페에서 우리 청년과 함께 이야기를 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 반갑습니다. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
우선 본인 소개를 좀 해주시죠.
I'm Hanania. I was born and raised in Israel. I was raised my whole life in the Galilee, in the same place where Jesus walked and preached. So I feel very privileged to have this ability to live in a country where Jesus walked and preached, and to be a Jew. I'm a proud Jew. I follow Jesus, which is quite rare in Israel, and I make videos about Israel.
유튜브 영상을 만드는 걸 제가 많이 봤거든요. 주로 어떤 주제를 가지고 영상을 만드십니까?
Usually it's about what's happening in Israel and in the Middle East, because as far as I know and as far as I've seen, the international media does not tell the truth about Israel, and it's very easy to be misled about the whole situation. So what I want to do with my videos is to talk the truth, speak the truth about the situation from my perspective, from an Israeli perspective, and as a former soldier in the Israel Defense Forces. So this is how I usually pick my topics. What would help the viewers who don't live in Israel and do take interest in Israel and want to know the truth.
영상을 보니까 굉장히 잘 만들어요. 재밌고 아주 이 위트 있게. 원래 그 영상 만드는 기술이 좀 있었습니까?
Actually, no, not really. The way I started was very funny because I had a very simple camcorder and that my parents bought me for my 17th birthday, I think. And I was on fire, to tell the truth, because I was irritated within me. I don't have a professional knowledge. I just went with it and saw how to edit, learn a little bit, and then moved on with it.
그럼 그 영상들을 지금까지 몇 개나 만들었고 또 전 세계 어느 나라에서 몇 사람이 보고 반응은 좀 어떻습니까?
So usually I upload every week a new video. I produced over 150 videos so far. On YouTube, I have 15,000 viewers, subscribers. On Facebook, I have over 150 followers. And in total, I would say that it's from Instagram, Snapchat, all that, it's 200,000 viewers. The reaction I got for the videos I made was unbelievable. People really thought that I'm doing something very important, because a lot of Israelis, they don't speak fluent English. They speak like, hello, ambulance, banana pizza, stuff like that. Most people don't speak fluent English. So a lot of Israelis really appreciate it. I even had studios that offered me to use their studios for the sake of sharing the truth about Israel. This is how important it is to us, the Israelis, because we know that the media does not tell the truth. And I was hugged by Israeli society, and sometimes it happens that even Israelis, they stop me in the streets and they ask to take a picture, which is unbelievable, because I'm just a normal person that happened to create the videos and to be in such a special place, and the reaction I got was amazing and so loving.
그런데 제가 알기로는 하나냐 우리 형제는 직장 생활을 하는 거로 알고 있는데 직장 생활하면서 어떻게 그렇게 영상을 촬영하고 편집하고 이럴 시간이 됩니까? 주로 언제 일을 하세요?
Actually, my job is to make videos about Israel. And so I have the best job ever, to do what I love, to check the news about Israel, to make sure that everyone else knows the truth about Israel. And I always find time, you find time for things that you love to do. And it was my hobby, and it became my job.
왜 이런 작업을 하실 생각을 맨 처음에 하셨습니까?
My main motivation was 3 years ago, I participated in the Gaza war. I was a tanker, a fresh tanker in the Israel Defense Forces. I fought in Gaza, I defended Israel, and I saw that the international media was telling literally lies about Israel. They were saying that we murder innocent Palestinians, that kids are dying because of us, and it's not true. It's not true. Actually, when I was in the army, my commanders told me, Hanania, make sure that you're a human being, make sure that you remain human no matter what, because you're a human being before you're a soldier. And that's something that they taught us, to value human life, and that's what motivated me. My anger, to see that the international media is lying, is not telling the truth, is biased against Israel, and it's still till this day. And I was crazy enough. I thought to myself, let's change this. Let's tell the truth for a change. And to my surprise, it went really good.
저희 브레드 TV에서 하나냐 씨를 만나서 인터뷰하자라고 연락을 받았을 때 느낌이 어땠어요?
First of all, I was surprised that I have people in Korea that care about Israel, that watch videos about Israel. Like, guys, you're in South Korea, you have your problems. Why do you care about Israel? But no, I'm kidding. I was very happy, to be honest. I was very happy because it means that the word is out there, the truth is out there. And although I did various interviews to various news stations, mainly in America and Israel, to be contacted by South Korean station is very cool, and it's very touching, honestly, to know that there are people in South Korea that care about Israel. It's very special.
이스라엘과 관련된 영상을 만드는 영상 제작자로서 우리 브레드 TV 홈페이지 사이트도 들어와 보셨을 텐데 우리 브레드 TV 사이트 보시고는 어떤 생각이 드셨나요?
My first impression was this is professional. This is professional and good quality. Although I didn't understand the language, I think I should work on that. But in general, I was impressed because you really invest in what you do and you put a lot of effort in it. And I think that it's very very good and important to have a good story and good quality.
고맙습니다. 그리고 우리 하나냐 형제는 이스라엘에서 참 만나보기 어려운 예수를 믿는 형제입니다. 이스라엘에서는 예수를 믿는 게 이렇게 쉽지 않다라고 우리가 알고 있는데 하나냐 형제는 어떻게 예수를 믿게 됐습니까?
I was born and raised in a Jesus following family, Yeshua. They found Jesus in Israel. They were atheists, and then but they always knew that there's a God. So to me personally, it was a good thing to be born in a believing family. So they would always teach us about the Bible, about God, and although the number of believers in Israel is very very low, it has been growing, and since the past 20 years, it's crazy the way it grows. So I was born in a believing family. This is how I got to know Jesus, but I personally decided to follow him when I was about 14.
그러면 14살 때 어떻게 예수님을 만나시게 됐는지 그 상황을 좀 구체적으로 설명을 해 주시죠.
Living in Israel, it's challenging and it's interesting because you live in an environment where it's normal to have wars, where it's no surprise when you hear the alarm, the sirens that rockets are flying into Israel. It became normal in our heads. I thought to myself, like, I'm living my life here. What am I investing in the next life? Because I knew that there's a God. My parents taught me about the Bible, and I felt that this was the right thing. I had my doubts, like everyone else, but I knew deep inside that there's a God who loves me, and if I'm able to feel Him in such a strong way, then I should commit to Him and live my life for His glory. It was, to me, it was a very special moment to choose to follow Jesus with all my heart.
그런데 그렇게 해서 이제 예수를 믿고 난 이후에 이스라엘에서 다른 같은 또래의 젊은 청년들과 함께 생활하는데 쉽지는 않지 않습니까? 그러니까 예수를 믿는 사람이다 이런 것 때문에 뭐 친구들로부터 소위 말해서 한국말로 치면 이제 왕따라고 합니다. 왕따 소외감을 당하거나 그런 어려움도 좀 많이 있었을 것 같아요.
I was ashamed to proclaim and to be proud of believing in Jesus because I wanted to be like everyone else. I wanted to be accepted and I want people to like me. People actually didn't bully me at school for believing in Jesus. They thought that, hey, this is cool. In Israel we have a variety of religions, variety of cultures. We respect that. Nowadays, sometimes I experience people that do bully me on social media. It's a very small group, a minority that thinks that what my mission is to convert all the Jews to Jesus. They think that it's a very bad thing and they attack me for that. Actually, with all the videos that I make, they think that they were all made for the one purpose of converting people to Jesus and stealing precious souls. They even wrote articles against me. So when I was young, it did not happen. When I grew with my audience and it became bigger and bigger, I did experience more hatred, jealousy, and the fact that I believe in Jesus. It made me look bad in their eyes. But it's a small group.
하나냐 형제가 하는 그 작업에 대해서 그 본 사람들의 그 반응, 그 증오라든가 막 이런 것들을 표현한 그 정도가 어느 정도입니까?
I was never really bullied physically. The highest level of hatred was to write articles against me and to show that to express disagreement, strong disagreement. So it's mainly articles that have been written against me, but that's pretty much where it ends. But of course, it's not nice when you see articles that are lying about me, about my purpose, and it hurts because we're a small group in Israel. We have more haters than lovers, so we should be united for the sake of Israel. And to me personally, it was saddening that people from my camp, Israelis, they attacked me. But this is where it ended. Just articles.
그런데 그 학교 생활이나 이런 것들은 뭐 그렇다 칠 수 있지만 같이 먹어야 되고 같이 잠을 자야 되고 같이 생활해야 되는 군대가 있어요. 특히 이스라엘의 모든 젊은이들은 예외 없이 다 군대 생활을 할 수밖에 없는데 군대 생활을 하면서 예수를 믿는 형제라고 해서 당하는 그런 불평등함, 어려움 이런 건 없었습니까?
Not at all. Not at all. I was actually asked to talk more about my faith. I was asked by Minister of Defense to meet with Christian senators from the U.S. and to talk about my faith. In the IDF, I didn't feel discrimination or experience hatred. I do have one interesting story that one time. My tank driver, obviously he's in my tank. He knows what I'm doing. He knows that I was reading my Bible freely because I'm not ashamed of it, obviously. And so he told me that on Shabbat, Saturday, he went to his family for dinner, and they're religious. So he told them that I have this guy in my tank that he reads the Bible and the New Testament as well. This is weird. What do you guys think about that? And one of his, I think it was his uncle. He said that this is bad. This is a curse. Go to your commander and tell him that you're not willing to be in the tank with him because this is bad, and it's a curse. It's bad luck. This was an interesting story, but my tank driver obviously he didn't care. He was all respectful, but it's just an example of what some people in Israel may think of my faith.
지금 하나냐 형제는 텔아비브에서 지금 생활을 하고 직장 생활하고 있는데 어떻습니까? 하나냐 형제가 봤을 때 텔아비브의 특히 젊은이들의 어떤 영적 상태 어떻게 보고 계시나요?
Well, if you come to Tel Aviv, then you can certainly see gay flags flying proudly. You can see a lot of things. Tel Aviv is actually known for being the capital gay city in the Middle East. Actually, I would say in Tel Aviv, being normal is weird, and being weird, it's normal. Spiritual situation. There are congregations in Israel. Specifically in Tel Aviv, I know of 3, 4, and I know that the number is growing. But I would say that it's the world. Tel Aviv is it's the world. We in Israel, we have a slang word for it, the sin city. It's I'm smiling, but it's actually not so funny. This is the situation. Takes a lot of prayer and care for the people, and you need to come with an attitude to people.
오늘 촬영하기 전에 이제 하나냐 형제하고 얘기하다가 어떻게 부를까 그러다가 이제 메시아닉주 얘기를 했더니 본인은 메시아닉주라고 불러주지 말고 그냥 예수를 믿는 형제다 이렇게 소개해주기를 바랬어요. 특별히 본인이 그 메시아닉주라고 불려지는 것에 대해서 거부한 이유가 있다면 그 이유를 좀 설명해 주시죠.
The reason I do not refer to myself as a Messianic Jew is because there are a lot of stereotypes on Messianic Jews in Israel. Stereotypes such as that we are fake Jews, we want to convert people to Christianity, and we bribe people, give them, help them in a financial way. These are all stereotypes, not true. I, as for myself, as a public figure that makes videos about Israel and shares the truth about Israel, I don't want those stereotypes to come before what I'm doing. I don't want people to judge me based on the title. I want people to judge me based on who I am. That's why I don't refer to myself as a Messianic Jew, just as a follower of Jesus. I'm not part of any denomination. I'm part of Jesus. And that's how I refer to myself.
하나냐 형제의 앞으로 계획, 비전 어떤 겁니까?
My vision is to make sure that people that don't live in Israel become ambassadors for Israel by knowing the truth and by sharing it with other people. I think that it's very important, especially targeting the Christians people. I think that it's very, very important. Real Christians, they love Israel because the Bible is talking so many times about Israel, mentioning so many times the people of God, the people of Israel. This is so important. And seeing Christians that don't care for Israel, it's very sad. And it's actually, they should ask themselves questions like, what kind of a Bible do you read? My vision is to share the truth, to make sure that Israel is being shown in the true light, and doing that by the most simple ways. Opening the camera, recording, and telling a story, telling the truth, and showing my life.
듣고 보니까 하나냐 형제의 비전과 우리 브레드 TV의 비전 서로 똑같은 것 같아요. 우리 브레드 TV를 시청하는 한국의 많은 시청자들에게 이 하나냐 형제가 갖고 있는 비전을 위해서 앞으로 어떤 기도를 해 주기를 바라는지 그 기도 제목을 얘기해 주시죠.
My message to the Korean people would be, you guys are awesome. I would love to see more friendships created between Koreans and Israelis. Prayer requests that I would ask from the Korean friends of Israel are to, first of all, pray for the soldiers. Believing soldiers, they experience great hardships and trials in the army. When you find yourself a believer alone in an environment of non-believers, you're sleeping with 6 more soldiers in one room. None of them believes in what you believe. It's hard. Pray for the soldiers. And obviously, there is a command in the Bible, pray for the peace of Jerusalem. I would extend that to pray for the peace of Israel. It's important. It's written in the Bible that Satan would attack Israel, like in terms of rising the nations against Israel. It's happening. But I think that our role is to pray for Israel, stand with Israel, because when you stand with Israel, you stand with the truth. This is what I call the Korean people.
오늘 이렇게 하나냐 형제를 만나서 우리 형제께서 하시고 있는 그 영상 제작 사역 그리고 또 이스라엘의 영혼들을 위해서 기도하고 또 전 세계 많은 사람들에게 이스라엘에 대해서 올바른 정보를 전달하려는 그 일들 앞으로 계속 지속되길 바라고요. 또 우리 브레드 TV하고 함께 파트너십을 맺어서 일을 같이 해 나가는 것도 또 하나의 방법일 것 같아요. 서로 연합하고 힘을 합치는 것, 이것도 우리에게도 꼭 필요한 일이 아닐까 이렇게 생각합니다. 앞으로 계속해서 우리도 하나냐 형제가 하는 일을 관심을 갖고 기도하겠습니다. 또 기회가 되면 우리 한국 브레드 TV 스튜디오도 방문해 주시고요. 오늘 이렇게 귀한 시간 내서 인터뷰 응해 주셔서 고맙습니다. Thank you very much.